What up YouTube, it's your boy Coach D, and in this video I'll be going over 20 of the most common fitness related questions. Now if out of these 20 questions you have a question that's not answered, feel free to drop a comment down below and I will do my best to answer that question to the best of my abilities. But I'm all about time and value, so let's hop right into this. I got the questions pulled up right here, so I'll be answering them and we'll be going through these one by one. So first question is, how do I lose fat without losing muscle? Now, when it comes to losing fat and building muscle at the same time, that's basically considered body recomp. And when focusing on this, all you want to do is be in a slight calorie deficit. And you want to make sure that you're consuming at least 1 gram per pound of protein for your goal weight. And what that's going to do is going to help you maintain as much muscle as you can. You can go a little more if you want to, as far as like the protein. Some people do like 1.5 grams per pound of their body weight. You can do that too. But the more protein, the more protein you're taking in, the more you're going to preserve as you cut down the fat. So that's pretty much how you do that. Second question is, what's the best diet for fat loss? Now, there is no best diet. From a scientific standpoint, the only way that's going to help you lose fat is by following a negative energy balance. And all that is you either eating less food than your body needs, or you are expending energy to pretty much make this negative energy balance go into place. And what I mean by that is, you're consuming a certain amount of calories, but you're burning more calories than that whenever you're working out and stuff. So focus on that, guys. Calorie deficit is the most common term when referring to stuff like that. The third question is, can I spot reduce fat from my belly, arms, and thighs? You cannot spot reduce body fat, guys, but you can focus on losing fat overall and then working out the areas that you want to look toned. And let's just say, for example, my arms. A lot of people have like that flabby area up under here. So if I wanted to really get rid of that, what I would do is focus on like tricep exercises, along with following a calorie deficit based nutrition plan and implementing cardio into my routine, because the cardio is going to help overall with fat loss. The strength training, so tricep exercises, that's what's going to help build muscle in this area. And what that's going to do is reduce the distance between your skin and the actual muscle fiber, and that's going to make you look more toned up. So that's that. You can't spot reduce body fat, but you can target areas that you want to look toned up. So you can do that. How many calories should I eat to lose weight? Now this is going to be different per individual. What you guys are going to have to do is go on either MyFitnessPal or some free calorie calculator online. You will plug in your age, your height, your weight, your activity level, and your fitness goal, and that'll tell you exactly how many calories you need to be eating per day to either lose weight, gain weight, whatever your goal is in that area. Question number 5 is, should I do more cardio or weights to burn fat? Now, if the overall goal is to just burn fat, I'm going to say you need a mixture of both of them, because the cardio alone is going to help you with fat loss, but the weights, like weightlifting, is going to help you burn fat and build muscle at the same time, and you're going to burn even more calories at a resting rate. So make sure you have a good mixture of both of those, guys. The next question is, how do I build muscle as a beginner? As a beginner building muscle, you want to focus on consuming, like I said, at least 1 gram per pound of 1 gram per pound of your body weight when it comes to your protein. That's what you want to do there. And then if you're like brand spanking new to the gym, focus on machine weights. These are very beginner friendly. You're in a fixed position. It's hard to injure yourself, and you can get some good reps in while exercising. So that's that. 7, how many times a week should I work out? Now, when it comes to this is going to be different per individual, but I'll say start with however many days you can stay consistent with. With my clients, I recommend at least 4 days throughout the week, but I have some clients who can't make it to the gym 4 days out the week, so they'll work out 3 days out the week. So choose, a time, choose an amount of days that you can stay consistent with. And guys, something to keep in mind, you want to be physically active every single day. So if you're only working out 4 days a week, those other 3 days, you don't want to be sitting around not doing nothing. You want to be incorporating what we call active rest days. And this is where you basically like this is basically where you're doing something that requires you to be physically active. Like, go to the park, take a walk, go do some sort of group class, a yoga class. You want to do something other than sitting around the house all day on the days that you don't exercise. That way you can still burn a lot of calories. Like some people even do like 10K steps per day. That's like the easiest thing you can do on an active rest day. So make sure y'all are incorporating that. Number 8 is, what are the best exercises for building muscle? The best exercises, I'm going to say compound lifts. And compound lifts are movements that require a lot of different muscle groups, meaning you're working a lot of different muscle groups at once. And these are going to be things like bench press, back squat. You can do deadlift. Things like that are going to help you build muscle, especially as a beginner. Number 9 is, how much protein do I need daily? Now, again, guys, you want to go for at least 1 gram per pound of your body weight. So right now, I'm 185 pounds, which means I'm consuming 185 grams of protein per day. That's what you want to focus on. That's the easiest way I can explain the whole protein thing. Question number 10 is, can I build muscle while training at home? Yes, you can. You need some sort of weights. I have weights over here, but a gym is probably going to be your best bet when it comes to building muscle, and that's because you have access to lifting more weight. You have access to all of the machines where you can really load it up and be in a fixed position and really, utilize that progressive overload. So that's something to keep in mind, but it is possible to build muscle at home. Yes, it is. Question number 11, should I train every day or do I need a rest day? Again, you don't have to work out every single day, but you want to make sure you're physically active every single day. So if you are working out, again, 4 days throughout the week, make sure you're incorporating active rest days on those other 3 days that you're not exercising. On the flip side, if you're only working out 2 days a week, like strength training, Tuesdays and Thursdays, make sure all those other days you're doing something that requires you to be physically active, whether it's doing 10K steps per day, doing some sort of yoga or Pilates class, whatever it is, you want to make sure you're doing something. So you don't have to train every day, but you do have to be physically active every single day. Number 12, how long should my workouts be? This is dependent upon your goal and the type of lifestyle that you live. Some of my clients, they can literally go to the gym and work out for 1 to 2 hours. Some of them, they only have, 20, 30 minutes. So it really just depends on the lifestyle that you have and the type of program that you're willing to take on. For my clients who don't have a lot of time, we normally do like circuits where they're doing like 4 or 5 exercises back to back with no rest. And they're doing maybe like 4 or 5 rounds, which means the workouts literally last anywhere between 15 and 25 minutes, but they get a good pump in. Other clients, like I said, they'll go to the gym and literally just do the warm-up section, do the main workout portion, which is considered like strength training, and then we'll do maybe 15-30 minutes of cardio after their workouts. So again, that's dependent upon the lifestyle that you live, how much time you have, and then what you're willing to do as far as exercising, because there's a lot of different routes that we can go there. Question number 13, what's the best rep range for muscle growth? Now, for muscle growth specifically, you want to aim for 3 to 4 sets, 6 to 12 reps on everything that you're doing. And you want to be lifting at a moderate amount of weight. This is like 50 to 65% max effort when lifting weights. So you don't want it to be too easy, but you don't want it to be too heavy as well. But 6 to 12 reps, 3 to 4 sets is going to be the best rep range for building muscle. Question number 14, how do I break through a strength muscle building plateau? So I'm not sure what exactly you guys mean by a plateau in the area. If you're not building muscle, you can try supplements. Another thing is, if you're not building muscle, you can lift. There's actually a few things you can do. So number 1, you could make sure you're consuming enough protein on a regular basis. Number 2, you could start lifting heavier weights. A lot of people stay at the same weight every week. So in order to grow, you want to every week go up a little bit more with the weights, because you want to see change, you want to see growth, you have to continuously push yourself. So that's another thing you can do. Utilize progressive overload and start lifting heavier weights. And then another thing you can do is get into supplements. Now, when it comes to supplements, especially like building muscle and stuff, they got caffeine. Now, caffeine is going to help give you more energy, which means you'll be able to do more in the gym as far as lifting more weights, doing more reps, all of that, which is in turn is going to help you build more muscle or, expend more energy overall. They have whey protein that can help you with your protein intake. They have creatine that's been proven to help with muscle mass as well. So those are a few things that you can do to help break through a strength or muscle building plateau. Question number 15, is training to failure necessary for muscle growth? It is not. I rarely ever train to failure. I normally stick to that 3 to 4 sets, 6 to 12 rep range on everything that I do. And I mean, I have muscle, so it's not required to build muscle, but it is an effective method, pushing yourself. Question number 16, do I need supplements to see results? You don't need supplements, but they do help. Something I recommend is that you guys start with whole foods, and you want to get as many nutrients as you can through whole foods. And then once you notice little gaps, then you can bring in supplements. So for example, if you're only getting in like 120 grams of protein through real foods, and your protein goal is 150 grams every day, boom, a 30-gram protein shake is going to be, something that can help you out. Another thing, if you're experiencing low energy throughout your workouts, caffeine, some sort of pre-workout can help you out. So I don't recommend supplements right off the bat. But like I said, once you get going and you notice deficiencies throughout your journey, then you can bring in supplements to help you out. Question number 17, should I eat before or after my workouts? You want to eat before or after. So it really just depends. Like me personally, I wake up every day at 6 a.m. and I work out around 9 a.m. And I train in a fasted state, not intentionally, but because I don't normally have a big appetite in the morning. But it is best to put something in your body. I notice when I do eat a small snack or something before my workouts, like an hour before, I do have more energy. But again, I don't normally have an appetite at first thing in the morning. So I normally just wake up and work for a few hours and then go to the gym. The first thing I consume is normally some pre-workout. That's just me though. Y'all don't have to do that. But you definitely want to eat after your workout for sure, because what happens when you go to the gym and work out, you're breaking down those muscle fibers, and throughout the recovery period where you're eating, sleeping, and refueling your body, that's when the transformation is actually occurring. So it's important to fuel your body, especially after you work out. What is the best way to track my progress? This is going to be dependent upon your goal. So if your goal is strictly body recomp, so that's pretty much like a lot of people look at that like aesthetics. You want to look good and feel good, like look good in your clothes and stuff. So progress pictures, progress photos are going to be best in this method. If your goal is to get down to a certain weight, then of course you want to have a scale where you're tracking your weight every week, every other week, or every month. And then if your goal is to, just feel good overall, then you just want to be mindful of how you're feeling. Do I have energy, or, do I feel, excited about how I look? It just depends upon the goal that you have there. Question number 19, how much water should I drink daily? Now, I see a lot of people focusing on consuming like a gallon of water a day. And unless you're training like a professional athlete, you really don't even need that. I myself consume about half a gallon of water per day. And when it comes to like your water intake, guys, this is everything that you're consuming. This is not like from a liquid base. This is not just strictly water. This is tea, energy drinks, all of that stuff that you're consuming. But for me, ideally, I aim for about at least half a gallon of water per day. And that's enough, for me personally. And then 20, are cheat meals bad for progress? I'm not going to my approach is different. I follow the 80-20 rule. It's where we keep it healthy 80% of the time, 20% of the time we can enjoy ourselves. I like, taking on that approach because it's a lot more sustainable. Something to keep in mind is that if you are restricting from the stuff that you love to eat, over time, the craving for that stuff is just going to build up. And when you finally do give in, you really going to give in. So it's best to enjoy yourself here and there, but keep in mind, like, your calorie intake. That's going to be the most important thing. So if you do stray away from your normal meal plan, make sure that you're staying within your daily calorie limit so you don't really offset your progress, for that entire week. But that's all I got for y'all. Those are 20 of the most common fitness related questions. If you have a question that was not answered in this video, feel free to drop a comment, and I will do my best to answer your question to the best of my abilities. Again, it's your boy Coach D. If y'all love videos like this, feel free to like, subscribe, turn on that bell notification so y'all can get notified when I post. But that's all I got for y'all in this video.